The three friends, Bunny, Momo, and Foxy, had just barely escaped the horrible Black Cat pirates. As they sailed away from that dreadful ship and the terrible pirates, they saw something in the distance. At first it looked like a mirage, but as they got closer, they realized it was an island made entirely of candy. There were chocolate rivers and gummy worm slides and marshmallow mountains. It looked like a dream come true for any sweet tooth. When they landed on the island, the three friends couldn't believe their eyes. It really was an island made out of candy. But before they could grab any of the delicious treats, a group of chubby little bears came running over. "Stop right there," one of the bears shouted. "That candy is our treasure and no one is allowed to take it." The friends tried to explain that they had just escaped some mean pirates and were in no mood to fight. But the bears wouldn't budge. They wanted the candy back that the pirates had stolen from them. Foxy had an idea. "How about this? We'll have a contest to see who can build the tallest candy castle," he suggested. The bears loved this idea. They really thought they would win since they had lived on the island their whole lives and knew all its secrets. So they split up into two teams, the pirates and the bears. Then they got to work gathering up supplies. Momo used his super strength to move large rocks and boulders. He rolled them across the land and into a huge pile. "I may not be the smartest, but I sure am strong," Momo said with a big smile. Meanwhile, Foxy was making plans and drawing pictures. He told Bunny where to find the best ingredients and how to make the sturdiest walls. "We need lots of licorice whips for support beams and gumdrops for the roof," Foxy instructed. Bunny was great at finding things. He hopped around the island, gathering every last piece of candy the pirates had dropped. "Don't worry, Foxy, I got this," he said, winking at the pirate. As time went on, both castles grew taller and taller. The bears were getting pretty cocky. "Looks like we're gonna win," they teased the pirate. But Foxy just smiled mysteriously. He had a trick up his sleeve, a very clever plan to make the tallest candy castle the pirates had ever seen. When the sun began to set, the friends gathered around their castle, exhausted but proud. They had built a magnificent structure made of the finest candy on the island. "All right, bears, show us yours," Foxy called out. The bears were shocked when they saw what the friends had built. Their castle was even taller than the mountains of Marshmallow, and as the moon rose higher in the sky, they could see that the pirate's castle was sparkling and shimmering with all the colors of the rainbow. "Wow," the bears said in amazement. "You're right, pirates. You deserve all of this candy." Then they all shared a big laugh. The tension was broken, and the friends quickly became buddies. Before the pirates left the island, one of the kindest bears approached Bunny. "Here," he said, handing the pirate a piece of a broken treasure map. It looked ancient and very old. The pirate took it and examined it closely. "This must be the next clue to the heart of the ocean," he said with a gasp. The others crowded around him and they all began to discuss the symbols and pictures on the map. But before they could decipher the message, the sun started to come up. It was time for them to go. So they hugged their new friends, thanked them for everything, and then set sail once again. They had no idea where the map would lead them next, but they were excited to find out. The great adventure was just beginning.